Hello, my name is Lisa Hargrave. I will be giving my lesson today on phonics. The subject, phonics, grade, first grade. The teacher objective is identifying and reading words from common word families, ELA-1-E1. For review, I will review the AR word family from last week. And what we did was a worksheet that looks like this. And I would have this displayed on the board for them to just try to work it again. And I would have the students, and I would start by asking questions. I would have a student come to the board, look at the first picture. Can you tell me what letters you would use to complete the AR word? And a student would say SC, scar completes that word because this picture is a scar. Now look at the second picture. Can you tell me what letters you would use to complete this AR word, family word? And a student would come up and write ST, star. Look at the third picture. Could you tell me what letter you would use to complete this AR word? And a student would say J-R, jar. Look at the fourth picture. What letter would you use to complete this word? And they would say, hopefully, a B for B-R, bar. And the last picture, what letters would you use to complete this AR word? And they would say C, car, because the word would be car. And we would go over this from what we had done last week. The overview. The purpose or importance is to show students word families are groups of words that share the same ending pattern. The children will need to learn to recognize the chunks. And I refer to this as a chunk because it's more than just one letter. It is a chunk that makes up many different word patterns instead of needing to sound out the letters individually. We have learned some word families. Last week was AR. We've used AN. This week we will be using AT. The continuity, last week we learned the AR family and learned how to recognize the chunk of the word. Today we will focus on extending our knowledge of word families by looking at the AT word family. And in the future, we will identify and read more word family words that begin with the ALL and AP word family. So that's what we'll do in the future. The objective is the learner will be able to identify and read words that have the AT word family at the end of the words and by changing the beginning letter or letters. Motivation. I would introduce and play a game on Starfall that is with the AT family. I will try to bring this a little closer and show you. Okay, and I would click on the AT.
Make a word with at to match the picture. Rat.
And I would hope they would choose the R and put it
At rat.
And as you can see, it'll go through several. Now they have a picture of a cat up there. And if you click on the letter, it will sound it out. If you can hear it, listen. And if you put it with the word,
At. Cats. Bats.
and I would model the first 2 or 3 using the oral response from the class. And then I would call on individual students to be able to come forward to the smartboard and orally answer and then select the correct answer. Right now there's a picture of a bat, and they said the word bat. And over here you have a choice of a C, H, B, B, and R, R. And I would hope they would choose the B, and when you click on it, you can hear it. And when you connect it to the word, it will sound it out.
At, bat, hat,
And it'll go through many.
at, hat. Fabulous. You know bat, cat, hat, rat.
And then you can go on, and it'll go through several rounds of this. My procedures, well, the objective is for the learner to be able to recognize parts of the word faster and read more fluently with 85% accuracy. My procedures, the teacher will be doing the word family flat book, and I will show the students the AT handout worksheet. The word flat books look like this, word family flat books. And here you can see cat, flat, and that. And this is the other handout they would receive. And you can see there's different beginning. Okay, I would then model how to complete the activity. I would tell them to cut out the top picture card. And then cut out each square with the beginning consonant blend or blends. After all objects have been cut out, we would stack them on top of one another and on top of the C and the picture card, and I would come around and staple all the letters to the top of cat. And we will go through each letter or letters, reading the word that makes up the AT word family. And at this time, I would hand out the worksheets, and the students would be cutting and getting ready to stack the letters on top. And I would go around and offer help and make sure they were doing it correctly. And the finished product, I've made one, would look like this. We would go through each one. At, mat. The next one, at, sat. At, hat. At, chat. The at, that. At, flat. And last, at, cat. And we would go through these one at a time and read each AT word. Next, we would do a word family practice sheet, and I would show the students the AT word family practice sheet. I would then model how to complete the activity. They would cut out the boxes below with the letter or letters in it. And then they would put the correct letter or letters beside the matching pictures by gluing them in front of the AT. And we would continue until all letters have been glued. Now, we might have to show the students the top picture because it looks like it is somebody talking on the phone, and I would describe the word chat. So they would, after the finished product, it would look like this, and they would have glued them on. Chat, hat, mat, gnat, and bat. And I would explain the G being silent in the word gnat. Then, after the students are placed and we've made all the words, at the end of the lesson, I would have the students look at the list of AT words that was on the next page of the handout. And we would read them aloud together, starting with bat, cat, fat, hat, mat, pat, rat, and so on, all the way down to splat. For closure, I would flip through the AT word family flat book and randomly call on students to spell and read the word. And then the teacher would also ask students if they can come up with any more AT words. For homework, I would send a note home to the parents asking them to help their child find 2 to 3 items in the house or yard that end in the AT word family. They may also use the computer under their parents' supervision. If they didn't have anything at home, they could use this to look it up. I would have them write and draw a picture of the AT word they found, and then the next day at school they would be able to show and tell about it. And I know a lot of first graders like to show and tell about what they've done. My early finishers, the students that finish early may color their word family practice worksheet, which is this, and they will also be able to review the AT words from these activities and even go back through their flap card. And also on this flap card, we made them for the previous word group, the families we've done, and there's more too. So when we learn about ATE or ICK or other families, we'll be able to make these as well. Special needs. The students who have a reading or learning disability will work one-on-one with me, the teacher, and review the AT words from the activities. I will review each word with the student and help them pronounce the word and recognize the word by using the picture. I will also work with a student on Starfall to play the AT word family game that we did already in the motivation. In the remediation, students who need remediation will be placed on computers to allow them a chance to play on Starfall, to watch the AT video, or play the AT game. If time allows, the students will also be placed in a small group to review the activities from the day. And enrichment, the students will be placed on computers to play the game Word Family Sort. And the student will place the given word to them in the correct column that match the ending word family. Instead of just the AT word family, this gives more, and I'll pull it up for you. This one gives a little bit more ending, and they use endings as AP, app, ACK, ACK, AT, and AN. And this will help them, this will allow them to practice with more word families. And I'll try to show you this as well. And you can, if you can see, the word is snap. It ends in AP. They would put it in the correct column. Then pan comes up. It ends in AN. They would drag it down. Tan ends in AN. It would belong in this column. Sap, AP. Flat ends in AT. It would come over here under cat. And tack ends in ACK. It would come over here under back. And that is what my enrichment students would do. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope this lesson was very well on phonics and identifying and reading words from the common word families. Thank you.